What if you could replace those 10-hour work days with a 2-hour work day and still make really good income? Sounds like a dream. Sounds like it couldn't possibly be real. I would have agreed with you, but I've recently discovered a way to actually make that reality. I mean, I know all about being overworked and underpaid. I used to be stuck at a job working 50 hours a week retail for nowhere near enough money, and there wasn't much certainty with that job, but the one thing I know for certain is that I was not going to have any time to myself and I was barely going to have any money in my bank account. But I found a way to replace that schedule, work 2 hours a day from home instead, and still get all of my bills paid. And that's exactly what we're going to be covering in today's video. But first, if you're new around here, hello, my name is Shirley. Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk about tools, strategies, resources that you can use in order to start replacing your full-time income, making money online so you can break free from the 9-to-5 grind once and for all. I have a lot of exciting content planned, and right now the goal is to post 3 times a week so you can start learning the skills to work less and make more and finally enjoy your life. So if you are ready to break free from the 9-to-5 hustle, drop "I'm ready for freedom" down in the comments and maybe consider subscribing so you don't miss any of the future episodes. Okay, so first of all, I get it. Working 2 hours a day to get all of the bills paid, that sounds like some pie in the sky dream. It sounds way too good to be true. Sounds like a get rich quick scheme. I get it. Quite frankly, I was highly skeptical about this myself. I had spent 5 years testing and experimenting with all sorts of ways to make money online prior to finding this strategy. And while other aspects of the strategy made all kinds of sense to me and I saw how they fit together, I honestly thought 2 hours a day was a marketing gimmick. I didn't think that was real. I didn't understand how it could possibly be real. I mean, I had never worked 2 hours a day and made any reasonable amount of money, but that's because I was working the strategy that most people work in order to make money. And it's that strategy that's actually keeping us broke. And I'm going to spell that out in a second. But I'm going to tell you something. What I'm about to share with you, millionaires have known for years. That's how they became millionaires. All right, so fundamentally, there are 2 different ways to make money. There is one strategy that you're working, the same strategy that's keeping 78% of Americans broke. And there's the strategy that millionaires are working, and it's the strategy that helped them become millionaires. So this is the difference between active and passive income. So active income is what the average American worker does. They show up, they do a thing, they get paid to do that thing. If they're not on the clock, they're not making money. So they need to actively be working in order for money to happen. That's active income, which means your income is going to be limited by the amount of time you're able to put in. On the other hand, the light changed for literally no reason. On the other hand, there is this passive income, where your income is not directly related to your time. So with passive income, you learn how to leverage your time, put in strategic work, and then that work continues to work for you, and money passively comes into your life, whether you happen to actively be working or not. Now, to be clear, when I talk about passive income, I'm talking about income that's not directly related to your time. There are more passive strategies of passive income that can be like 100% passive. But in order to participate in those income strategies, you basically have to be a millionaire already. The people I'm trying to help on this channel very probably don't have millions sitting in the bank account, because if they do, how are they watching my video? So the passive income strategies that I talk about and that I teach are accessible to people who don't have millions in the bank. You don't even need 100,000 in the bank. Heck, you don't even need 10,000 in the bank. Depending on the strategy you get started with, you don't even need 1,000 in the bank. You could actually get started learning these strategies for free, but we'll get there. Now, if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling burnt out, if you're wishing there was a way that you could just relax and still get the bills paid, passive income and learning passive income is how you get your life back. Because once you learn how to make money in a way where you aren't selling your time in order to make the money happen, you uncap your income and you can learn how to leverage smaller amounts of time in order to successfully get the money to come in. Now, for people who aren't already millionaires, this is going to involve starting some kind of business, particularly an online business, because unlike an in-person business, you can automate most of an online business and you can sell products that don't require your direct time and attention. It's just like Chef's kiss for passive income. I recently created a video on the 3 best passive income online businesses for complete beginners. You can go and you can check that out. But my favorite strategy is an online business that sells digital products. And my online business is automated. The vast majority of the day-to-day stuff happens on its own. I don't manually have to do that stuff. So sales can come in even if I'm not actively at work. So I learned how I could show up, put 2 hours of work into my online business. These 2 hours are basically the maintenance for this online business, what I do to stay discoverable by my perfect customers online so they can actually find me. Customers can't buy from me if they can't find me, right? So that's what the 2 hours is. I show up, I put in my 2 hours, I walk away. The internet is on 24/7. Social media, which is how I market this online business, is on 24/7. People can find me 24/7. And so sales from my online business can happen 24/7. And because the sales process is automated, like so many other things in my business, I don't have to talk to people for sales to happen. I don't have to ask people to buy from me, which means I could be living my life. I could be watching a movie, spending time with my family, out at the grocery store, eating at a restaurant. I could be sleeping and I can still have money coming into my life. That's passive income. That means when you learn this strategy, you can learn how to have an online business and income streams that fit in around the life you want to be living, rather than trying to squeeze your life in and around the job that you already have, which is what you're currently doing. And so that's how the average everyday person can access passive income through systems, automations, and the internet, which is on 24/7. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can start building passive income streams online for free. That is absolutely possible. It's going to require a lot more research. It's going to require a lot more practice. It's going to require a lot of building everything yourself, but you can do that. So in the example of having an online business that sells digital products, you can learn how to create a digital product. You can learn the graphic design skills necessary to do that. You can learn how to create the website that's going to explain what these digital products are and why people want to buy them. You can learn how to create the sales funnel or the automated sales system that's going to make sales of your digital products around the clock. You can learn how to write emails that sell your digital products. You can learn how to market these digital products on your own. All of this information is available for free online. And so if you're willing to put in 12 months of research and building and experimentation, you can absolutely do this for free. However, because I want to help you get out of your job sooner rather than later, and because I understand that not everyone has the interest in learning a bunch of tech skills and learning how to use software and trying to figure out how to get stuff to work if it's not working, I like to share how I got started because it eliminates building everything yourself, it eliminates the tech hassle, and it eliminates waiting 12 months before you can even start making money. It also eliminates having absolutely no help. So what I did is I discovered a done-for-you system last year. I found how I could basically step into a business in a box. It's a lot like a digital franchise. This was a program that offered to let me resell 4 done-for-you digital products for 100% profit. This training program, it came with 4 done-for-you digital products that I was going to be able to resell for 100% profit, as well as the step-by-step instructions on how to actually successfully sell the things. Because this program, the reason this digital franchise exists is to teach people how to have an online business and how to sell digital products so they can be their own boss and have an online business. And rather than trying to teach their members how to create a digital product from scratch when they don't have the time or the tech skills or the interest in doing so, they just get the resale rights on these digital products instead. And to make this as beginner friendly as possible, they also handle 95% of the tech. You also get a website to sell the digital products, pre-written emails, the done-for-you sales funnel with the automated sales process. So you don't have to learn how to build anything. All you have to do is get it up and running. Like I said, business in a box. It only took me 3 hours to get up and running. Most people are definitely up and running within 3 days. I launched my online business in 3 hours. Some people, it takes them 3 days. Either way, it's going to be a heck of a lot faster than trying to figure everything out on your own for 12 months. By handing its members an online business that's already 95% done for them, they're able to take their members and help them get to 95% of the way to being successful. They just have to take it the last 5%. That eliminates a lot of the risk. Because imagine how much time you might lose trying to learn how to create everything yourself when you have no clue what you're doing. And time is precious and irreplaceable. So you can risk losing all that time by just stepping into something that's already done for you. And this digital franchise, so to speak, is working for thousands of other people already. People who were sick to death of being overworked and underpaid at their job, watching their life pass them by, missing out on time with their families, not being in the family photos. They were sick of that. And so they decided they wanted to learn how to be their own boss with an online business. And they decided to jump into this done for you business to give themselves the greatest opportunity to be successful. I mean, it's already 95% of the way done. And when you learn how to master the 2 hour a day process that they teach here, the same 2 hour a day process that I follow to get my bills paid, then this does qualify as passive income. Now, to be clear, you still have to put in those 2 hours a day. So it still does require some effort. But the point here is that A, it requires a heck of a lot effort than what you're putting in at your job. And B, your income is not going to be attached to the amount of time that you put in, which means you're going to uncap your income. There are going to be no arbitrary income caps for you anymore. So kind of like I said earlier, I put in 2 hours a day of what is basically maintenance. But because this online business runs on automations, because I basically learned how to put the internet to work for me, my online business is still out there working for me 24/7, even if I'm not actively sitting at my computer or working on my phone. And I love knowing that I can scale this indefinitely. The better I do with my marketing, the better I do with this process that I learn inside of this program, the more sales I can make. There are literally no limits to how many sales I can make on this thing. So I just want you to stop and imagine for a second. How different would your life be if you could learn how to stop working 8, 10, 12, 14 hours a day? Some poor souls are working 14 hours a day. If you know anyone doing that, send them this video. How different would your life be if you could learn how to stop working that much and instead put in 2 hours a day of strategic, focused, income-earning activities and know that your bills would be paid? How different would your life be? Would that help you get your life back? That's a rhetorical question. Obviously, the answer is yes. Look, millionaires have known about passive income for centuries. However, up until recently, you had to be rich in order to actually participate in passive income. You had to have a ridiculous amount of money already, and then basically your money would help you make more money. But these days, because of the internet, because we have access to social media for free, because anyone can learn how to create digital products and how to promote them online, everyone can start to create their own passive income streams, which means passive income is available to everyone now. Because seriously, if you're working a job, if you're punching a clock, once you clock out and you go home, are you still making money? Is there any chance that the work that you put in, the 8, 10, 12 hours of work that you put in, is still going to help you make money, or are you done making money until the next time you clock in? If you are selling your time in order to make money, you're selling your life away. You need your time to live your life. So if you want your life back, you need to get your time back. If you want to get your time back, you need to learn a new way to make money where you're not trading your time in order for it to happen. So I know this might be considered a big idea. If you have questions about this process and how it works, drop it in the comments. If you're curious to learn about how I got started building passive income streams, I'm going to leave a link in the description to the business in a box that I found that helped me get up and running in just a few hours. That would be the same blueprint that showed me how to work 2 hours a day and get all of my bills paid. So that's the video. If you got value from this video, if this video helped you to open your eyes to what's possible in different strategies for getting your bills paid, then consider liking and subscribing this video so that the YouTube algorithm knows that people are getting value and other people who are sick of being overworked and underpaid, they can find this video and they can start learning how they can get their lives back. So I'll see you guys in the next video. If you're hungry and ready for more, YouTube seems to think that you'll enjoy this video next.